Today, it's really not all too bad. I mean, temperatures are still in the 80s and humidity. It's actually pretty low for the most part right now. We do have lots of sun, so it's beautiful outside. So if you can get outside today, certainly one of those days to do it, because after today, the rest of the week, it's still going to look like this, but it's going to feel a lot worse. Now let's go to Links 1. I'm going to kind of show you what's going on. So now looking at the highs at or above 100 degrees. We are 0 in Oklahoma City. We have not done that, but I do think that we could do that at least once later this week. However, we've done that 5 times so far in Altus. We could easily do that again. And along the Red River today, that's where we could easily be in the low to upper 90s, possibly low 100s, and parts, again, southern Oklahoma. And that is where we have that heat advisory. Now, we do have some clouds in the southeast. We had some storms down there earlier today. Also some high to mid-level clouds out to the west, but generally we're just going to see lots of sun out there this afternoon. You can see those storms now. They're pushing into parts of southern Louisiana, so Oklahoma, we're quiet for now. It's our Enid camera, part of our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. Sunny skies and east wind at 15 miles an hour. Dew points only in the upper 50s. It's really not all too bad. Low to upper 80s across the north, but we already have some low 90s in the south and southwest, some low to mid 80s in the southeast because we still have a little bit of cloud cover down there. But more of an east to northeast wind between about 10 to 20 miles an hour, but we're seeing gusts over that, closer to 25 to 30 in the southwest. Dew points, again, along the Red River, we're already in the upper 70s and low 80s. So this is where it's going to be the hottest and the most humid today, but upper 50s, low 60s really across the rest of the state. So heat indices not a big deal here in the metro, but down south it already feels like 101 degrees right now in Durant and south of Ardmore. Along the Red River it feels like 107 degrees. Now here in Oklahoma City today the dew points will climb a little bit more, especially as we get into tomorrow, but the days that we're expecting it to be at about 100 degrees, the air temperature itself, the humidity is actually going to be dropping a little bit. Dew points are going to be a little bit lower, so it's not going to feel oppressive necessarily when you're talking about the heat and humidity, but it's still going to be dangerously hot because the air temperature itself will be in the upper 90s and low 100s. You can see that's already the case across the far south. All of Texas either completely covered by the heat advisories or the excessive heat warning. So we're not the only ones dealing with this, but this ridge of high pressure, it's really not going to move a whole lot over the next several days. In fact, it's only going to get stronger over the next couple of days. But as we get into the weekend, eventually I think we're going to start to break that pattern up a little bit, and we're going to start to see more chances of rain and storms, but also more seasonal temperatures moving back in, with highs dropping back into the upper 80s and lower 90s. And as far as rain and storm chances are concerned in our near term, I think later this evening and into tonight there will be a slight chance of rain and storms in the northwest and in the metro, but as we get into tomorrow evening and into tomorrow night, there's going to be a better chance along the Kansas and Oklahoma border. So for today, looking for a high of about 91 in Oklahoma City, but mid and upper 90s in the southwest. This afternoon, just a slight chance of an isolated shower storm in the southeast, but overnight and into tomorrow morning, a slight chance starting in the northwest that will try to make its way into the metro. But again, chances overall are pretty low. We're dropping down into the low to mid 70s overnight. Tomorrow, 97 in Oklahoma City, but 108 in Lawton, 109 in Altus, 107 in Hobart. Tomorrow afternoon, a slight chance of an isolated shower storm across the north, but tomorrow evening and into tomorrow night, that chance will increase quite a bit. And there's a threat that if these storms actually do develop, they could produce up to golf ball size hail and wind gusts potentially right now at about 65 miles an hour. Wednesday afternoon, 101 in Oklahoma City, low 100s for pretty much everyone, mid and upper 90s across the far east. And then as we get into the weekend, again, we're going to start to break up that pattern a little bit more. Temperatures go down and rain chances go up.